is saying I'm not audible. Akash, please check internet at your end, network at your end. I believe there is some network issue. Okay, so so it will be close to 20-25 minute session. Okay, it will be helpful in case you have started your UPSC preparation, or you are about to start, or you plan to start. Okay, the idea is to give you basics about the examination so that you will be knowing what you are preparing for. Okay, and other than that, in case if you have any kind of queries related to the UPSC examination preparation, you can ask me in the session. Okay, so I'll start my presentation. It will be close to 15 minutes long. Akash, if there is no sound, you have to check your internet connection. Just a moment, let me just address Akash on chat window. Okay, so during the session, if you have any query, you can just post on the chat window. I'll answer all the queries just once I finish my presentation. Okay. 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 So first thing that this is something for you. You know, this is a work for you guys. So I'm not asking the answer to this question. I'm just telling you, in case if you are preparing for civil services, or if you plan to prepare for civil services, please have the answer to this question ready. Okay, because this answer of yours will gonna help you in long run. Okay, during the preparation, it's a very long preparation. It's a very complex preparation spanning across close to 1 year to 2 years duration. Okay, there'll be points, there'll be situations where you'll feel down. Just give me a moment. So there is one Akash who is constantly saying that I'm not audible, so I'll just reply him onto the chat window. Okay. So please think about this, that why you wanted to prepare for this examination, because see, this is a difficult examination. There is no two things about it. It is a difficult exam. The preparation is very complex. It's a long preparation. You cannot prepare in 2-3 months for this examination. You require close to a bare minimum 8 to 9 months of preparation, maybe sometimes more than that, depends on the time that you have with you. So you require to have the answer of this, why really you wanted to go for it, because you have to be very committed about the preparation if you wanted to go for civil service examination. So if you do not have a very solid reason, you will be facing difficulty afterwards. Okay, just to give you a little glimpse of what this examination is about. So we generally call this IAS examination also. Basically the name is civil service examination. Okay, and this has been conducted by UPSC, which is Union Public Service Commission. Okay, the examination happens for 24-25 different services. IAS is one of the service. Okay, there are 24-25 different services for which this single examination takes place, which is called civil service examination. What happens generally is that anyone who appears for this examination, generally their goal, 99% of the students' goal is to become an IAS officer, get into the IAS services. That is why, in normal lingo, we used to call it an IAS examination. Okay. Now, other than IAS, what are the different services? So there are 3 kinds of services for which this examination takes place. One are all India services, which are IAS, IPS, and IFS, Indian Administrative Service, Indian Police Service, and Indian Foreign Service. Then you have Group A vacancies of central services, which are IRS, IRTS, audits, accounts, all these things. And then you have few Group B services also part of it, which are Delhi and Andaman Nicobar police services, civil services, Pondicherry police services. Okay, so if you just wanted to go through there, these are the few services listed out here. Okay, so you have PNT accounts, revenue services, defense account services. So there are total 24 services, which are part of one examination, civil service examination. Okay. Now, how this examination happens? So the first thing that comes is notification. Notification means the examination forms get out, and the details about the examination structure. If there are any changes in syllabus or pattern, it will be out in the month of January, February every year. Okay. Once the notification is there, you can just go and fill up the form. And then the first examination which takes place is called prelims exam. Okay, it generally happens in the month of May, June. So for 2021, it is scheduled for 27th of June. This year it happened in October because of the corona situation. Okay, so it was scheduled on 31st of May in 2020, but because of corona, it got delayed and it happened on 4th of October. But from next year, they have switched back to their May, June schedule. Okay. Then your main examination, which is the second stage, this happens in the month of September, October, January, September, October, November period. Okay. Then comes your interview part, okay, which is the third stage, you can call this, okay, which happens in the month of March, April, and then by May you have the results for the examination. Okay, so the examination itself runs from May to May, close to 1 year duration, and then preparation again is of 1 year. So you have to dedicate 2 years of your life to this examination if you wanted to crack this exam. Okay. Now the eligibility for this examination, so you're required to be a plain graduate. Okay, whether you are a MBBS graduate, whether you are a lawyer, whether you are a doctor, engineer, or BA honor student or a BCom student, it doesn't matter. Okay, you can be of any graduation, any marks. Okay, you just need to be a pass graduate. No percentage criteria, no graduation, stream criteria. Okay, you can be a distance learning graduate as well. Okay. Age limit, so between the age of 21 and 32 you can give the examination 6 times. Okay, if you're a general category candidate. In case you belongs from reserved category, which is like OBC, SC, ST, or other reserved category that UPSC have defined, then you have relaxation in terms of age, and there are more number of attempts also available. So the list is there in front of you onto the screen. Okay, but for general category students, it's between 21 to 32 you can give the examination maximum 6 number of times. Okay, now this is an important slide for each one of you. This talks about the exam pattern in whole. Okay, so it talks about all the exam papers that happens into different stages. So please let's focus for next almost 3 to 4 minutes on this particular slide. Okay, so as I've told you, that first stage is called prelims. Okay, now this prelim stage is a 1-day examination. So on the single day, complete prelim stage happens. There are 2 papers. So one paper happens in the morning slot 9:30 to 11:30, and the second paper happens in the afternoon slot 2:30 to 4:30. So there'll be a break in between. This stage is an objective type stage. There are multiple choice questions. So you have options. Out of the option, you have to select the right option. And there is an OMR sheet that you need to fill in. Okay. The 2 papers that are there, the first one is called General Studies Paper 1. And the second one is called General Studies Paper 2, or in normal language, we call it CSAT, Civil Services Aptitude Test. Okay, as the name suggests, it is Civil Services Aptitude Test. That means it's an aptitude paper, which means this is combination of maths, English, reasoning, all those stuffs. Okay, the important part is that the second paper, which is the CSAT paper, it's a qualifying examination. What do you mean by qualifying examination? That you just need to pass here. The marks are not being counted. So you just need to score 33% marks. Okay. Once you score 33% marks in paper 2, the marks that you score in the paper 1, which is General Studies paper 1, that will become, a yardstick for your main qualification. Okay. So whatever is your score in paper 1, based on that, you get a call for main or not. So UPSC decides a cutoff every year. If your marks are more than the cutoff, then you'll get a mains call. Okay. Both these paper 1 and paper 2 of prelims are 200 markers. There are 100 question in GS paper. There are 80 question in CSAT paper. And there is 1/3 negative marking in both the papers. Okay. Now, once you qualify for main examination, the main examination happens for 5 days. Okay. So there are, 9 papers in 5 days. Okay. And it's a subjective stage. That means you have to write long descriptive answers, just like you used to write in your graduation papers. Okay. Now, the 9 papers which happens, out of which the first 2 paper, which is paper A and paper B, in normally we call them language papers. These are also qualifying. That means you just need to pass here. Okay, and the passing marks here are 25%. Okay. The Indian language paper, which is the first paper, is where you can choose or select the language that you wanted to go for. Okay, so you can either select Hindi, English, so not English, Hindi, Odia, Bengali, Punjabi. Okay, so based on the language options that is being provided by UPSC, so all the constitutional languages, 24, 25 different languages are there. All of them are part of it. You can select any one of the language that you feel comfortable in. And then English is a compulsory paper, which which everyone have to opt. Okay, so you just need to pass on to these 2 papers. Once you pass on these papers, then the rest of the 7 papers comes into pictures. The marks are being counted for these 7 papers only. So paper 3 to paper 9. Okay, these are, the first is called essay paper, where you have to write an essay. Then there are 4 papers for general studies. Okay, where we have 1 paper in prelims, but in mains we have 4 papers. Okay, and then you have to select 1 optional subject, okay, of which there are 2 papers. So for example, if you have chosen geography as your optional subject, then you have to give 2 papers of geography only. Okay, so what UPSC does, they give you a list of 26 different optional subjects, out of which you have to select 1 subject. Okay, all these papers, all these 7 papers which are being counted are of 250 marks. So out of total 1750, your mains marks will be calculated, and based on your marks in main examination, we'll get a call for interview. Okay, now this interview in official language is called personality test. Okay, so the interview is 275 marker. Whatever your score in an interview plus your mains marks, a total of 2025 is from where the final ranking will comes out. Okay, so this is the pattern of UPSC civil service examination prelims, mains, interview stage. If you have any query, you can just ask me, onto the chat window. Just to give you a little glimpse of the syllabus of the examination. So the prelims examination, paper 1. In paper 1, GS paper 1 in prelims, you have current affairs, history, geography, polity, economics, science and technology, ecology, environment, general science. Okay, so these are the topics that you need to cover in general studies paper 1 prelims exam. In the paper 2, which is CSAT exam, which was qualifying, it is reading comprehension, English comprehension, logical reasoning, decision making. Then you have general mental ability, mathematics up till 10 standards. Okay, so that's a normal aptitude paper that you may have seen at different other examinations as well. Now, once we get into the main examination, as I've told you, first 2 papers are language. Then there is an essay paper where you will get different topics, and you have to select 1 topic and write 1 essay, 250 marks. Then you have general studies paper 1, which is nothing but history and geography. Okay, general studies paper 2 is polity, constitution, governance, social justice, and international relation. General studies paper 3 of main examination is science and tech, economics, environment, security, and disaster management. And then paper 4 of general studies in mains examination is called ethics, integrity, and aptitude. Okay, so this is basically a little glimpse of syllabus. I would highly recommend you to download UPSC notification or go to careerlauncher.com/UPSC. You'll find all the detailed syllabus out there. Okay, now personality test. So this is basically the UPSC interview. What they judge in the UPSC interview, they judge your decision making skills. They judge how logical you are into your answers, how much you know about your about yourself. That means that includes your graduation, your optional subject, the place that you belongs to, the state that you belongs to, how much you are aware about things. And then it also focused on to different issues that government is facing or India is facing as in country, and what are your solutions to that. Okay, based on your responses, they try to judge you on your judgment, your decision making skills, your reasonings of your answers, and overall fitness to the public profile of a civil servant. Okay, so that's about the examination. I'll also give you a little idea about the cutoffs for UPSC examination. Okay, so for prelims, cutoffs generally over, if for 2018 and for 2019 we have the data available. For 2020 we are yet still the examination is going on. Okay, so for 2018 the prelims examination general category cutoff was 98. This is out of 200 marks. Okay, for 2019 it was 98 again. For 2020, the expected cutoff is also in between 95 to 100. Okay, so you have to score around 100 marks to get into prelims examination, to clear the prelims examination. For main examination, it was 774 out of 1075, 1750. In 2019, it was 751. Okay, so you know it's less than 50%. And for final ranking also, out of 2025, in 2018 the cutoff was 982. That means at 982 ranks the last student gets finally selected. It dipped down in 2019 to 961. Okay, so you know it kept on changing, but if you're scoring 50% marks in all three stages, you are through and you will be among the toppers. Okay, just to tell you about career launcher also. So I have told you what basically UPSC examination is. I have given you details about the UPSC examination. Now based on your questions, I'll also touch upon few other different pointers like NCRTs, current affairs, newspapers, if you want me to, optional subjects. So you can just ask in questions and I'll touch upon those things in detail. Okay, just to tell you that we also have few channels running. Okay, one is a YouTube channel that we run, one is a Telegram channel that we run. So you can join these channels. We post a lot of free content out there for UPSC examination preparation. These are authentic content created by our UPSC faculty only. Okay, and we do it to make sure that if there is a student who is not financially capable of joining maybe my course or any other courses, they still have options to prepare by the content that we are sharing day in day out. Okay, so for YouTube you can select career launcher UPSC. In YouTube you can search. For Telegram also you can search career launcher IAS or career launcher UPSC. You will join these channels. You'll find a lot of videos, lot of content. We have posted the complete current affairs course free of cost. There are other courses as well out there. Okay, just to tell you about the courses that we run, we call them UPSC at home courses. So we are running them from past close to 5 years now. Okay, these are online courses that can be done at your home only. You need not to go anywhere, and these are as good as any offline Delhi course. Okay, because we run directly from Delhi coaching only. Okay, and these courses are at a very nominal cost, have everything that a Delhi coaching has of a course having 1 lakh, 1.5 lakh rupees fees. And these are live classes, interactive. The faculty answers each and every query of yours, and you get the recording of all the classes as well. Okay, the course that we do is called GS Foundation at Home. Okay, we have courses for 2021 attempt, 2022 attempt, and 2023 attempt. All three kind of courses are there, and these starts from 11,500 only. Okay, the complete course of 1,000 hours, 1 year access, classes, test series, study material, topic test, current affairs, everything, every part is covered at 11,500 online course. So what we what we are trying to do is to make sure that it is affordable to each and every aspirant across country. No aspirant should be there in India who wants to prepare for UPSC but cannot because of lack of funds. Okay, so that's what we are trying to do. We are trying to achieve. We also do course for NCRTs. If you are finding any issue in terms of covering NCRT for UPSC examination, so we do a specific course, a special course where we cover the NCRT books through UPSC syllabus. Okay, so it's close to 900 rupees. 900 rupees you can get that course for 1 year access. Okay, we also do some courses like map, India book, short courses, essays, current affairs, available between 300 to 1,000, 1,500 only. We also do a personalized course where you will be allotted a mentor for 1 year, a one-on-one mentor, and he'll be completely dedicated to your preparation only. This type of courses starts at 24,000 only. Okay, so what we are trying to do from past 10-11 years that we have been there preparing students for UPSC examination is we are trying to break that kind of, you can say, cartel where coachings used to charge 1 lakh, 2 lakh rupees for a UPSC examination preparation. We believe that the examination preparation should not be that pricey. There is no point that this preparation should be such high priced that a deserving student who doesn't have fund cannot compete with a student which have funds. Okay, so that's what we are trying to do. In last last year we had 6 ranks out of the top 50. In recent last 10 years we had a lot of rankers who have done one or the other course through us. Our CSAT course used to be kind of rage among the students. We are like market dominant in terms of CSAT coaching. And in GS also, in last 4 years we have been teaching a lot of students, getting a very good reviews. Like the review that has been there on your screen is for general studies courses only, where we have got 4.8 rating for our course and 4.9 rating for our mentors. This is out of 3300 ratings that we have received last year. Okay, so this is what we are doing, just to give you a little glimpse of what we do. In case if you wanted to know about our courses, you can go to the link which is given out there in the bottom section, which is careerlauncher.com/cl-online. Okay, you can go here and click on the UPSC tab. You will find all the courses that we are doing. Okay, now I'll just switch to the questions that you have asked, and I'll try to answer all of your queries. Just give me a moment. Let me switch to the questions. Okay, so Saraswati is saying, sir, Career Launcher IS, is this the YouTube channel of yours? So YouTube channel is a different entity. Otherwise, Career Launcher is a 25-year-old organization which provide coaching for different entrance examination like CAT, CLAT, IAS, ITJ, medical, CA. Okay, so we are into different spheres. Okay, we have been doing it from past 25 years. For UPSC, for IAS examination, we have been doing it from past 11 years. Okay, can we get all the videos from the beginning till now in this channel? So it is available on the channel. So the channel videos are available on the channel. The course videos are available when you join the course. Okay. So YouTube channel videos are free of cost. If you want the course videos, then there is some charges, but it is extremely less. Okay, it is very kind of very, you can say, at a lower price, okay, than what you have to pay for any other coaching in UPSC. Okay, Vinay is asking, there can be engineering subject. Yes, engineering subject are there in optional subject choices, so you can select mechanical, civils. It is available. Ayush is saying, sir, good evening. How to make timetable in case of college studies? Ayush, I have done a proper session called as how to make timetable for UPSC examination. You can go to our YouTube channel. That particular video is there on our YouTube channel. You can just search for Career Launcher IS in YouTube, and you will find that particular video. It is called how to make timetable for UPSC examination. Okay, in which I have discussed this particular issue for good 20-25 minutes. I have shared a session plan of mine as well to help the student. Okay, so you can just go through that. Any other question? I'll just check out the YouTube questions as well. So on YouTube, SS Islam has asked, sir, I want history optional. How I get for state civil service examination? Islam, I didn't get your question. मुझे समझ में नहीं है आपने क्या पूछा है. If you can just rephrase your question again. You are most welcome, Ayush. In case you have any query, last 1 minute. In case if you wanted to ask any query, okay. Anything you want to ask? Last 60 seconds. Okay, no questions. Great. Okay, so we kept on doing such sessions, every week. So you can go to careerlauncher.com/UPSC and register yourself. You'll receive the SMS notification or the mail notification about these kind of sessions. Okay. Vinay Kumar is asking, sir, 9 days में 5 सब्जेक्ट होते हैं तो पर डे कितने होते हैं? डिवाइड कर लो, समझ में आ जाएगा. So 4 दिन में 2-2 सब्जेक्ट करके 8 सब्जेक्ट हो जाते हैं और 5th day you have the 9th paper. Okay. Saswati is asking, sir, some subject like governance or citizen charter, how to start and prepare that? अब सरस्वती पहले आपको गेटिंग इनटू सब्जेक्ट्स फर्स्ट आपको बेस बनाना होगा. ओके, सो फर्स्ट पहले पॉलिटी की एनसीईआरटी क्लास 6 से लेकर 10th क्लास तक की और 11th 12th की कुछ पोर्शंस जो सिलेबस के अकॉर्डिंग है उनको पहले कवर करिए, उसके बाद आप इन चीजों पे जाइए. ओके, सो पहले पहले अपना बेस बनाइए, बेस क्रिएट करिए, उसके बाद फिर कुछ रेफरेंस बुक्स आती हैं जिनके बारे में आपको हम लोग डे इन डे आउट बताते रहते हैं अपने यूट्यूब चैनल पे. तो आप लक्ष्मीकांत से स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं, वहां से पढ़ सकते हैं, या आप करियर लॉन्चर के कोर्सेज ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं. तो वहां से आपको यू कैन जस्ट ज्वाइन आइदर द कोर्स ऑफ करियर लॉन्चर. यू कैन फर्स्ट कवर द एनसीईआरटीज, देन गो फॉर लक्ष्मीकांत एंड रीड इट फ्रॉम देयर. So SS Islam, we do not do state civil service examination coaching, so I'm not sure about state examination. Okay, so I'm sorry, I cannot help you out with the state services. Saswati, I am sorry, but it is difficult to answer subject wise. It becomes very long then. Okay, what you can do probably is, so we have done a session, the books that you should read for different subjects on YouTube. It is available, which are the books to read, for different subjects. So subject wise book list we have shared onto our YouTube channel. You can just go and check that video. You'll find all the politically what are the books that we need to read. For science, what are the books? For geography, what are the books? So it is there. Vinay is asking, sir, I want to join offline classes. What's the price? So we don't do offline classes, Vinay. We only do the online classes because we don't find any reason of doing in offline classes. What happens in an offline class that it becomes expensive because of the higher rent and higher costing at Delhi. Okay, so what we do, we hire best of the faculties in Delhi, and then we created studios from where they will take class. There's no point of having an offline class now because everything is online. The way I am interacting with you, it's the same. It's just like an offline session. What's the difference? Why you wanted to go for an offline thing? Satvasi is saying, okay sir, thank you, you're most welcome. Okay, great. Okay, thank you so much all of you for attending the session. As I've told you, we kept on doing these kind of a sessions. You can just go to our YouTube channel, subscribe to the channel Career Launcher IAS. You'll find all the videos out there. All the upcoming videos are also there in YouTube Live. Okay. Thank you for your time. Thank you so much. All the best for your UPSC examination. Take care.